with Mr. N, and we're just going to be filling in today right behind his hairline. His hairline right here is intact, and we're just going to straighten it out a little bit and fill in all the light spot, right up until here. And then once we fill it in about 6 weeks, you'll come back and we'll darken it up if needed. But just tell us why you're here today.
I got to a point where I began to associate my hair with my identity, and I do a lot of appearances, motivational speaking, and so I would notice that individuals would take kind of unauthorized pictures, and I would see kind of the glare from my hair starting to thin. And my barber had also started to try to compensate for the corner of my hairline that wasn't growing in. And so, in essence, he had started pushing it back to kind of keep it even all the way across or give it a more natural look.
So right over here,
yes,
he was
ma'am.
pushing it back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so I did a lot of research before I made the decision, started looking at the FUE, or what they call FUE, and was preparing to go in that direction until I actually saw a gentleman that had it. And he told me, he had paid this inordinate amount of money, like $15,000. And I noticed that he was still very thin. It really hadn't been effective for him. He did have a little bit of a hairline intact, but he had this horrible scar on the back of his head, and I was like, I really don't want that. And so when my barber started cutting my hair shorter, I really got accustomed to the look. And I said, okay, if it was just even all over and I could maintain it like that, I'd be okay. And so I started Googling and saw some videos of some guys kind of doing what I'm doing now, and saw the before and afters and listened to them really intently about how they had gone through the process. And I decided it was for me. I reached out. You guys got right back in contact with me, and I scheduled it as soon as possible.
Okay, so what we'll do is we're gonna start getting ready, draw on the hairline and everything, get it cut down, and in a couple hours we'll look at it again and you'll let us know how it is.
Yes, ma'am. Awesome.
Okay. We're back with Mr. N, and what we've done right now is Lewis cut it down. So, and drew the hairline, we straightened it out and everything. And Lewis, was there anything you wanted to talk about in regards to the hairline?
Yeah, the hairline, this particular hairline, he did have a hairline, but his barber that he was going to actually took this side of his hairline back. So with that being said, we need to kind of cut the hair off and actually be able to see where the hairline is actually at, which allowed me to go ahead and straighten the line out. Right now, as you can see in the video, it actually straightened the line out. Now, one thing that's going to be kind of important is if you guys look at the little blue line right here, coming all the way across right here, this right here is at his hair at its lowest right now. And we need to make sure that we're able to blend not only that low region, but we also going to have to kind of drop down a little bit outside of this, because this is just letting us know this is where it's at its baldest, and we need to be able to blend this in with this.
So his haircut's going to be very important.
It's going to be important. I mean, right now it's going to be a situation where he's going to probably need to keep it cut at least once, but I would say twice a week, to keep it cut down, to kind of keep it with a very clean haircut look and with a real clean hairline. If he ever got to the point that he tried to really grow it out, it definitely is not going to look as good, but he will have an option to either wear it faded or to be able to wear it even with a little stubble, as long as he keep it lined up all the way around. So the haircut is going to be essential. If he tries to grow the haircut out any longer or long, or go home and try to do his own thing to it, it's just not going to look good. So it's going to be very important that he kind of either keep it cut where it's looking faded, or if he does decide to wear it a little bit longer, that he kind of make sure that he keeps everything lined up in order to make sure that everything is looking smooth. So like I said, I think this one's gonna definitely look good. We're gonna definitely be able to blend this spot out and get this scalp to match the sides and the stubbles and stuff. So,
Okay, any questions?
I'm ready to go.
All
all
right.
right, let's boogie then.
All right, we're back with Mr. N. And it was long. Wasn't it about 5 hours?
A little over 4.
A little over 4?
4 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, you did pretty good. You sat there and yeah, you did very good. And as you see, you know, we did the first session. In about 6-8 weeks, come back because you'll probably want to get it darkened again.
Mhm.
So it's going to go through the cracking and peeling phase. Make sure you wash it every day and use the lotion that we are giving you, and then send us a picture after a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And keep it low. So send us some pictures of your haircut, and I'm just going to show it right
And
here.
one other thing too is that anybody watching this video, like I said, his barber that he was going to actually kind of took his line back, so we had to cut everything back. So we kind of got everything as straight as possible. One thing that anybody that's watching this video need to understand up front is if you do decide to get this procedure and you get your line looking like this, it's very important that whoever's cutting your hair, your barber, yourself, doesn't matter who it is, your mama, your daddy, whoever, they need to make sure that they don't try to push this line back. Because what can happen is that if he was to grow some hair, he would have hair here, and then where somebody was trying to line him up, it would be naked, so it would be two-tone. So we need to make sure that it's essential that everybody understand that do not try to push this line back if you get this procedure. I repeat again, do not try to push the line back. And like I said, keeping this particular look, the haircut is very, very important. You cannot go home and try to do things your way. You have to pay attention to what we're telling you, because what we're telling you is going to be the best thing for you. Keep your hair cut, don't push the line back, and you should be good to go.
Okay, so how was it?
It was trying.
Yeah.
It was trying, but it was well worth it. You know, it was what I came for. So I'm pleased.
Yeah, so it's the first time is the worst time, but you did good. You did very good. And just let us know how it heals up. Make sure you wear a hat while it's healing, and because it will look very flaky.
Okay.
And then text us if you have any other questions.
Absolutely.
Well, good.